Some of the girls seemed receptive because they were asking questions and stuff, but they're also mainly looking at their phone. What does that mean? You're too low energy, right? A low energy Jeb, right? If you remember Trump's, what he called Jeb Bush, you're like low energy Jeb. You're just, oh, hey, what's up? How's it going? Where are you from? Right? It's a sign that you are too low energy and that you need to speak with more passion, more enthusiasm. Also, say things that are a little less bland, a little less boring. And if you do say things that are bland, do it in an ironic way, right? Like if you're going to say, where are you from? What do you do? Then just like take it to the extreme, take it so far that it becomes funny. And at least then that's interesting. But basically, it means you're just not being engaging enough. Your eye contact probably isn't intense enough because if you make piercing eye contact by itself, you will instantly be engaging, right? Just that by itself. If you're making piercing, intense eye contact and you're thinking, I want you, you're thinking about how much you desire the woman, right? How attracted and interested in her you are, you will be engaging. She's not going to want to look at her phone because you provide more positive emotions than her phone. So if she's looking at her phone a lot, it means her phone provides more positive emotions than talking to you, which means you got to step up the engagement, step up the passion, and put a little more effort into the conversation. You got to think of this as something where you get back what you put into it. The more effort you put into an interaction, the more she's going to put effort in as well. The more value you give, the more value you get. This is called reciprocation in influence psychology. You can read the book Influence by Robert Cialdini, which talks about it. It talks about all the 6 main influence triggers, one of which is reciprocation. And they're all I wouldn't say proven because nothing's really proven in psychology, but they're all supported by a lot of scientific evidence, and he goes into that evidence. But reciprocation is whenever you give someone something, they want to give you something back. For example, the Hare Krishnas, they'll give you a flower or a copy of the Bhagavad Gita, and they give you that, and then you feel compelled to give them a donation, right? Then they ask for a donation and you feel guilty not to do it. So the same thing, if you're talking to a woman and you're spiking her emotions, you're making her have fun, you're putting in a lot of effort in terms of being engaging, then she is going to want to put in effort back. But if you're kind of low energy, you're not putting, you're talking just like your milk toast is the best word to describe it, which just means kind of like low energy. I mean, it means lacking charisma, lacking unique personality, right? You're just kind of flatlined. If that's you, then she's going to reciprocate, right? She's going to return the energy you give her. So if women seem, and this is true for any negative characteristic that you see, most women seem to have X characteristic, it means you're giving off an energy that is making them reply to you that way. So if they're not sexual and they seem to see you very platonically and they don't seem to, be flirtatious, well, it's because you are not being flirtatious, you are not being sexual, and they're reciprocating the I don't know, what could you call limp dick energy that you're giving them, or the neutered energy that you're giving them. So that's something I would really consider.